It's new gamebook time. It's Cost Breaker. It's Gamebook Collector here. We have a new gamebook. It's called Cost Breaker by Simon Tudhope, illustrated by Tom Knight. It's an Usborne adventure gamebook. This one was released several days ago, I think around the 15th of September. This last few weeks have been an excellent time for adventure gamebook fans. You had Fighting Fantasy Fest 4 several weeks ago, and we had the release of Shadow of the Giants and Secrets of Salamonis by Steve Jackson and Ian Livingstone. So the start of September has been fantastic. Now we have Cost Breaker by Simon Tudhope. He wrote a book last year, and I don't think it's a sequel. This one was called Shadow Chaser, and that came out about a year ago as well. So I don't think this is a follow-up. I can't see anything to suggest it is. So that was his game book last year, Shadow Chaser. So this one, Cost Breaker, just released as I said. So the back of the book, it gives a wee rundown of what to expect in this adventure game book. It says, Cost Breaker, dark forces are at work in the city of Meyerwick, and only you can stop them. In this magically illustrated adventure, every choice is yours, and your survival depends upon the decisions you make and who to fight, who to trust. In a book where nothing is as it seems, even the pictures hold secrets that must be unlocked. Wow, that's a bit different. So we're talking about the artwork in the book holds secrets that might help you in your, or aid you in your way through this book. So the cover illustration this one is by Christopher Park, who is not the main artist. The main artist is Tom Knight. So on the front cover here we have a dragon that's coiled round a type of post, I think, with the skull and crossbones on it. Very interesting front cover. So I'm just going to flick this book open and check it out. So flicking through it here, we can tell you just now it has round about 400 paragraphs in it, sections to go to, 389, just about the 400 mark. It's got illustrations, or intermediate illustrations in between the sections or paragraphs. Artwork, oh, what's that there? It looks like a kind of dummy mannequin thing. Okay, a puppet maybe. Oh, we have an illustration here. It looks like a grand hall. It's got pictures on the wall, all marked with different numbers. Hopefully you can see that there. Looks very interesting. Oh, this is interesting. What do we have here? Yep, this one's different. It's a horizontal picture and paragraph rather than just a portrait fashion. So that's a unique to this book. I've not seen that before, I don't think. There's another double page artwork in the middle illustration. You have a mirror and a type of dragon. This one looks really interesting. We've got more here so you can see. Yeah, again you have this type of puppet dummy mannequin thing. You've got pictures of various things with numbers on it as well. A type of jester down at the bottom there on the right hand side with their tear. Jester's tears. Flicking through this here, we have various, I don't know what that is, a kind of organ with symbols on it. I don't know, these creatures are turning, are they actually creatures? Or seem to, yeah, they're chained up, and they're turning handles here. They're standing some kind of, I don't know, pedestal thing. It's interesting. This page you have again double illustration. It spans 2 pages, portrait style. You have like a hot air balloon, various flying things, devices through a city. I think it says wind speed down the bottom right hand side. Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. Yeah, you have a logbook for your abilities, life points, and items, endurance. You have this wee guy again. Combat system. How to play, money, items, notes. Yep, so this looks really interesting. As I said before, last year Simon Tudhope released Shadow Chaser. Again, very similar fashion. As you can see this one here. So the thing about these books, I was going to mention, compared to the recent one of the Shadow of the Giants, or any Fighting Fantasy game book series, This is going a bit geeky. It's a paper inside what the book's printed on. It's a type of different paper, different style compared to this one here. This is a lot heavier. These ones are a lot heavier. The paper's a lot brighter, different. Sorry, it's just, I know I'm going a bit geeky here, but a bit nerdy, but yeah, the way it's been printed is a lot different from the Fighting Fantasy game books. The artwork looks really good in this one as well. As I said, there are close to 400 paragraphs in it. Usborne Adventure Game Books. I think the only one other series is that one I said Shadow Chaser there. I said earlier on I don't think it's a sequel to it. There's nothing to suggest it is. Cursebreaker, which path do you take? A whispered word is your only hope. So, introduction at the start of the book. As I said there, how to play system, combat. Yep. Looks very good indeed. So this is just released, I believe, on the 15th, I think, of September. September, as I said earlier, has been a fantastic month for adventure game book fans with Fighting Fantasy Fest 4, as I said earlier on, and obviously the 2 releases from Steve Jackson and Ian Livingstone. And now we have Adventure Game Book by Simon Tudhope, also released in September as well. Fantastic. So if you like the type of content in this video, please consider subscribing to the channel and smashing that like button. I really appreciate it and it really help the channel a lot. And again, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode of Gamebook Collector. Thanks again.